Hi everybody. We start in 2 minutes. I'm gonna do a channeled tarot message. I have a message for you guys. Hi there. Hi Grace, welcome. Oh, it's morning there. Oh my gosh, it's night here. Welcome back. Oh boy. I hope everybody's good today. I hope everybody's good. What a night we had last night. What a night. What a magical night last night we had in the reading quickie tarot room. Today is a new day, and I hope everyone is going to have or has had a good day. Okay. And yeah, it was pretty fun. I agree. Oh, let me turn off the light behind me. Looks like I'm sitting in heaven already. Hold on. It's too bright. Okay. That's better. Can everybody hear me okay? I don't, let's see. I have my essential air on and I know it can be pretty loud. So let me know if you can hear me okay. I'll turn it off if it's too loud. Okay. Turn it back. Okay, good. So I'm going to do a channeled reading for the next 15 minutes until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I'll do a second live stream, another live stream that will end, and I'll go into quickie readings, okay, at 9 o'clock. Right now it's 8:44 p.m. here on the East Coast, United States. So let's get started. First, this reading is going to be, hold on. The fire department's coming, let them pass. I don't know if you guys can hear them. Okay, now they're gone. I'm gonna shut off my air system. I feel like it's loud. Hold on. All right, guys, let's get started. This video is about knowing how spirit, how God tells you when you're on the right path. This is all about knowing when and if you're on the right path. Okay. I feel like it's important for everybody to know if they are on the right path or not. How do you know? That's what I want to talk about. I'm getting a song. It's from the Jackie Brown movie soundtrack, the one with Robert De Niro and Samuel Jackson. It's the one at the end of that film. Ooh, oh my God, what's the name of that song? What is the name of that song? I don't know the name of it actually, but there are fire trucks coming and distracted me. Hold on, let them go away. Just fire trucks. Hold on. Oh, now it's the ambulance. Did you guys hear that? I hope somebody's okay. Nothing ever happens in my neighborhood. I live like in the safest neighborhood. I hope somebody's okay. So anyway, I'm getting this song. It's a Jackie Brown movie soundtrack. It's the last song that plays. I don't know if anybody saw Jackie Brown. Hold on, I'm trying to hear the lyrics. Nothing to do to survive. Damn. It's like I can hear the song, but I can't. Okay, when it comes back, when I hear it, I just can't make the lyrics out. But when I can make out the lyrics, I'll sing it. Really want to get this song. I feel like it's important to somebody. Okay, anyway, how do you tell you're on the right path? How do you tell first that you're not on the right path? If you're not getting signs about the decision you've made, it could be about career, it could be about love, it could be about anything. If you're not getting signs about it, you're not on the right path. Now, when I talk about signs, why is this so weird? When I talk about signs, I mean signs. Other humans who God sends as angels to, to talk about this decision. I'll give you an example. The other day, I was like in a Uber car, Lyft car, whatever. And I don't know, for those of you who know, I just started the whole shaman sessions addition to my website. So if you go to my website, www.walkinyou.com/shaman, you'll see what I'm talking about. I just added shaman sessions that people can get where I consult and heal them and work on all and any areas. I've done healing for 20 plus years of people, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, yada, yada, yada. So I'm offering those sessions, and that's pretty new. Anyway, so I was like in a Lyft car the other day. I had ordered a ride. And this woman, the driver, just starts a conversation out of nowhere. And that's that's one of the things that can usually happen. Okay. She starts having a conversation about her daughter. Oh, she had picked me up from Whole Foods Market. That's right. And she goes, going shopping today? And I said, yeah, grab a few things. And then she goes, oh, that kind of reminds me. She goes, yeah, my daughter's vegan. And right there, automatically, I was like, I think Spirit's on this. Because I'm vegan. Who starts a conversation about that these days out of nowhere? Anyway, she was talking about what her daughter, what her daughter eats and stuff. And she goes, oh, you should try the beet burger. Second thing. I love beet burgers. God is the only energy that knows I love beet burgers. Nobody really knows that I love beet burgers except me and God. She brought that up. And I'm like, So second thing, I was like, yeah, God sent her to give me a message. So she goes on and on. We discuss food, briefly, back and forth, very nonchalant and casual. And then she says something like, she's talking about her diet. And she goes, I said, oh, are you vegan too? She goes, no, unfortunately I'm not. She goes, but I adore my daughter and how she, she'll share her food with me. And I'll put, and I'm like, and she goes, I'll put her vegan food next to my T-bone steak. you know. And she goes, I know I should be eating better, but unfortunately I'm not. She goes, I've been having health issues. Right there and then I was like, yeah, she was sent to me. She starts talking about her health issues. Something about she had inflammation of the liver, and she had issues with bowel movements. She was unable to even hold water. I mean, this woman was a hot mess, her health. Probably, right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, I'm surprised she's not dead. Because anything in regards to the liver is critical. It's critical. You know, when your liver shuts down, forget it. Nothing else functions. You are dead. I'm like, how is she driving me right now? Then I'm like, oh, please, God, get me home safe. No, I'm just joking. But I was like, how is this woman with an inflamed liver who can't even hold water driving my lift car right now? So then, so I let her keep talking, and I say, oh, and I automatically give her some advice on how to heal that. But you know, she's not vegan, and what I really want to say is that you need to go vegan like now. You need to detox your body now. But you can't tell a meat eater to go vegan now because it's a very sensitive political topic. It's like talking about religion. I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Not unless she was my patient. And that, you know, she's not my patient. She's my lift car driver. So anyway, long story short, she goes, oh yeah, I'm trying this Chinese herbal tea. And I'm like, that's not going to help. Chinese herbal teas, you're on the wrong path. That's not going to help liver issues. And I was telling her what she needs to do and so forth. And she goes, oh yeah, she goes, you know what, I met this woman. She's actually, and I told her what I do. I said, well, actually, it's funny you picked me up because I don't think it's funny, but I know why she picked me up. God sent her. I said, I'm a shaman. I said, I heal people. That's what I do. And she goes, oh, really? She goes, I met a woman the other day, and she goes, oh, here's her card. And she takes this woman's business card out of her glove compartment and hands it to me. And she goes, oh, yeah, she's a nun. And she's an acupuncturist, and she works with medicine, and she heals people too. And I said, another sign. Because back in the day, I thought about becoming a nun. Back in my day, I almost joined the convent. And so I look at a card and I hand it back. I'm like, okay, you know. Sorry, more fire trucks. And sorry guys, what is going on? I mean, you guys hear that? Oh, it's spirit giving me confirmation. I'm like, nothing happens in my neighborhood. I mean, like, what, is someone steal a newspaper? Like, anyway, it's God bringing confirmation. Okay, so long story short, what was I saying? Oh, none. And so it's like, so student talk, I'm just giving an example. When you are on the right path, you will be, spirit will forward their angels to you to bring up what you are currently focused on. Again, it could be about love, it could be about career, it could be about fun, it could be about anything. I don't care what it's about. And you will notice that if you are on the right path, people will begin to have a lightful response to you. I'll give you another story. Last week, I went to go order dinner. And it was like the second time I went to this new restaurant. It was my second visit. I loved the food on the first visit. And I go up, you know, it's like you can't go inside the restaurant. You have to order, you know, for takeout because of COVID. And the woman who had helped me the day before was really nice, but I automatically got, oh, she sees my light, because her demeanor changed. I had observed her with the other customers prior to me, and when she had waited on me to take my order, her demeanor shifted. It was very lightful, and it was transferring her energy to me. And I picked that up. So in my second visit, I went there to do another order because I love the food. And I'm, me, I can be a little bit shy in getting a lot of attention publicly, a little bit shy. And I was not expecting this response. But I walk up to the restaurant, everybody's waiting outside, everybody's waiting for their food. And she comes out of the door of the restaurant, and she sees me, and she goes, "Hi, how are you?" Like real loud. And there are people sitting outdoor seating, and then people standing like me waiting, She's like, "Hi, how are you? It's great to see you again." Like we've known each other for 20 years or something. And the first reaction I want to do is I want to look over my shoulder like, who is she talking to? She's talking to me. I think I probably turned a little bit pink in the face. I got, a little bit embarrassed. Like I'm okay with public attention, but like an outspoken, loud, I'm a little bit, I wasn't prepared. I just wasn't prepared. If I had been prepared, I would have been less embarrassed. But like when she did that, everybody was looking at me like, who is this? And I'm standing there in my sweatpants and t-shirt like, who is this? And so, it's people will mirror your energy. People will mirror your energy. So if you're approaching someone with light, they mirror it. It's just the natural law of the universe. Law of attraction, push and pull, yin and yang. How do you know how people perceive you? Go outside and talk to strangers. They will mimic, they will mirror your aura, your energy. If they give a positive response to you, or embracing or welcoming or whatever it may be, anything positive, that is another sign that you are also on the right path. If someone's demeanor or response to you is on the negative side, then maybe that's something that you might consider working on. You could be going through depression, sadness, a bad day, or whatever. Ever notice that when you have a bad day, that someone doesn't really return the positive vibration? That is mirroring the energy, but it's associated with us being on the right path and spirit speaking to us about what we need to clean out or what we need to continue doing. That's also good and healthy and positive. So I want to talk about that. That's so important to understand how we can know and figure out if we're on the right path or on the wrong path. Because unfortunately, a lot of us humans waste so much time on the wrong path that we've wasted a lifetime or a year or 2 years or a month. And time is of the essence. Ever notice how like when you're in a relationship, how spirit tries to show you're on the wrong path? If you two are arguing, or if there's conflict, or if your partner is in a bad mood, all of a sudden you're in a bad mood, and this kind of happens a little bit too much, spirit's going to show you when you're on the wrong path. Or something bad happens during a relationship, spirit's trying to talk to you like, hello, I think you need to readjust your choices here. This is also another example of spirit trying to show us, stop wasting your time. You're on the wrong path. If somebody has ghosted you and you're still wondering what's going on with them, will he or she call me? Will he or she get rid of the third party? Will he or she choose me? That is a whole nother sample of spirit trying to close out that commitment or connection or whatever it is because you were on the wrong path. Time is of essence, my friends. Don't ever forget that. Just yesterday, I felt like I was 21. I'm now 40, and I'm going to be 41 this year, okay? Seriously. Life flies by and waits for nobody. waits for absolutely nobody. If you are with someone or waiting on someone who's not giving you the time of day, move on, forget about it, because there's so many amazing, I'm telling you, there's so many amazing people in this crazy world that we live in who would love to be with you, who would love to even have a conversation with you, who would love to even just look at you. There's so many incredible people. Moving forward, if you're in a job that you feel stuck in, that you feel bored with, that you can't stand waking up to go to for, forget it. It's time to find a new path of career. This is the era where we should be focusing on our passion, period. Get out of your 9 to 5 if you're miserable with it. There's so many beautiful contributions from our society. People are so amazingly talented. The arts is such a huge thing. Entrepreneurship is such a huge thing. This is the perfect time, especially through the pandemic, where we are being allowed to take our time to relax, rejuvenate, segregate from the old, and move forward to the new. Before, we were all robotic. Most of us were working 9 to 5 jobs we hated. Most of us were going to places that we had to work out. We couldn't stay on our bosses. We couldn't stay in the environment. We couldn't stay with the people we work for. Now is the time to get clarity and thinking about what you want to do for the rest of your life. What do you feel like you're passionate about? I don't care if you're passionate about selling stickers on the side of the road. Get forward with your passion. There's no more time to waste. I'm telling you. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. Clarity. Absolutely. Beautiful start for this reading. Clarity. What do you want to do for the rest of your life? What do you want your future romantic relationships to look like? What do you want your money to look like? If you're stuck poor and not knowing what the heck to do, it's time to get clarity and figure it out. If something that you're doing is not working for you, stop it. If a relationship you're in is making you tired and exhausted, or if a connection that left you behind is making you tired and exhausted mentally, it's time to leave that behind, gain clarity, and get someone who will give you the peace of mind and love that you want and desire. Let's go forward and pull out some more messages. How is everybody today? I hope everyone is good. First card out. Where is the first card? Oh, here. Page of Wands. Yes. We got to start somewhere, folks. I don't care if it's a page. It doesn't have to be a king, knight, or queen. We got to start somewhere. From saying, I'm hearing from the bottom up. Page is pretty much the bottom tier level of energies. Okay, this is all about moving forward. What are you going to move forward to? It doesn't matter where you start. I don't care if you want to be the superintendent of a public school. If you got to start scrubbing toilets, start doing that. I don't care where you want to start off. If you want to become a teacher and you want to start off as a volunteer assistant, you got to start somewhere. If you want to become the manager of McDonald's, I don't care what it is. You got to start off as a cashier. I don't care if you want to become a luxury fashion designer of Broadway in New York City. Go back to school. You got to get started somewhere and learn how to cut and sew. Got to start somewhere. Let's keep going. Next message keeps falling out. Look at this. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is all about, I'm hearing courtship. They're saying courtship. Perhaps you might not only earn a penny or two, the least to say, but you actually might be courted and meet somebody new. Somebody who meets your desires. Somebody who's sensitive like you. Somebody who wants something amazing. Let's keep going. Two of Swords. Amazing. Deciding, finally getting out of your head. No more feeling indecisive. No more feeling clueless. No more feeling stuck. It came out in the reverse. I'm hearing the word honesty. I'm hearing the word honesty, and I'm hearing law of attraction. So it's really important that if you're looking for an honest connection, to give that to the universe. To be honest about what it is that you desire. What do you want your partner to look like? No, I mean it. Like, do you want your partner to have blonde hair, blue eyes? Do you want your partner to be dark skinned with dark eyes? Do you want your partner to be short? Do you want your partner to be bilingual? Put it out there. It's not very superficial. We have a different states of attraction and interest. And maybe the person that you actually desire is not going to look like what you hope for, but put it out there. Do you want your person to be wealthy, or do you want your person to be on the same level as you, starting from the bottom, working their way up? Put that out to the universe. Do you want your partner to come with children? Some people can't have children. Sometimes they desire a partner with children. Do you want your partner to come from the outskirts of the country, or to live in the city, or be in your neighborhood? Start putting out that energy towards the universe. Next card, the Empress card. Now, some people might not feel like the Empress. I'm getting that somebody doesn't feel like an Empress in the eyes of the one that they desire. We're moving on from that. We're no longer waiting for people to realize that we are absolutely magnificent and of ultimate magnitude. It's time to cut that out. We're moving on. We're not waiting for a person to realize we're the one. Any more messages? King of Wands in the reverse. It's time to let go of narcissist people. Done. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It's time to let go of them. People who are stuck in narcissistic ways basically have their head up their behind. It's because they are unable to achieve the self-esteem, the self-love that is supposed to come from the inside and come from God. And people who are stuck in narcissist ways really get off of letting others feel that they are lower than them. They get off on the power that they seek because others feel lower than them and they want to feel superior. It's a backwards behavior, and we need to get away from people who don't make us feel like the Empress or Emperor we are. Okay. Let's keep going. Spirit, any more messages? Justice. Wow. The Justice card fell on top of the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit is actually going to be very kind to you, I'm seeing, in the love sector. Spirit wants to actually give back to you through love. So whatever you've been going through, Spirit's like, you know what? We're going to do a little bit of payback and a little bit of payout through love. So be on the lookout. And what was I just saying? Start speaking to the universe about what your love might look like. I'll give you an example. I want my love to be 6 foot, kind, lives in the city, wants children, maybe wants to get married, and is financially stable. Whatever. Or I want my partner to come from the countryside, be honest, respectable, and have a job. Whatever. Anything. Start bringing that towards the universe, because Spirit clearly wants to give to you. The Justice card landing on top of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit, any more messages? Knight of Cups. Bam. Now, if that's not love, I don't know what is. This is a slow-moving knight. Okay, slow-moving knight. I think of water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, someone who wants to come on in, someone who wants to offer you a cup of love. I'm hearing don't let that go. Don't let that go when that comes in. Any more messages, Spirit? Wow. We are detaching to the devil. Kudos. That's what we need to do. Detaching from toxic behavior is a must in order to move towards balance and healing. Okay? We can't stay with someone who ignores us. We can't stay with someone who abuses us. We can't stay with someone who just doesn't get us or doesn't listen to us or isn't on the same vibration as us. Because if we do, we're practically sleeping with the enemy. Any more messages, Spirit? Wow, 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 wow. I never take clusters of cards, but I feel like this is part of your reading. I strongly feel 10 of Swords in the reverse. Letting go of that heartbreak. Good for you. 8 of Pentacles. Putting in the work. I'm hearing making magic. Good for you. Next card out. Amazing. More release. 9 of Swords. Getting out of the crying pain. And I'm hearing the words chronic behavior. Getting out of that, walking away from it, detaching from it. Good. This could be someone maybe from your past, because this is in alignment with the Knight of Cups. I'm placing the cards on top of each other one by one, and this is aligned with the Knight of Cups. Somebody could be detaching from chronic behavior. Whether that's you, whether that's someone new to get to you that Spirit wants to bring to you, whether it's someone from the past, it doesn't matter. Humans who repair their damaged world, I'm all for it. Next card out, Page of Swords in the reverse. No longer thinking about this, I'm feeling. Moving on from the Devil. In alignment with this next card. Detaching from chronic behavior, detaching from the enemy. Moving on from it. No longer thinking about it. It's imperative that we stop thinking about toxic people, because then that can be considered a spiritual attack. When you're thinking about someone consistently, why doesn't she call me? Why doesn't he want me? Why is he with her instead of not me? Why is he why is he just choosing him over me? And you're consistently thinking about that. 8 of Swords, mental imprisonment. That is considered and classified as a spiritual attack. Repetitive thinking about somebody who has no positive influence on our soul. I'm hearing bearing our soul. So maybe you bared your soul to somebody who you're consistently thinking of who has no idea of your value and who walked away from you. Last card out. More letting go. Letting go of those sleepless nights. No longer regretting, no longer feeling sad, no longer paying attention to that spilled milk. And finally looking behind you and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. It's time, folks. It's time. It's time. I'm going to get one more angel card before I close out. After this, I'm going to be doing quickie tarot readings. For anybody who needs customized advice, you can join me in that live stream after this one. One card out, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Fell on top of Ace of Swords, bringing clarity, stepping out of confusion, stepping out of the maze, haze, and dark spaces of the world. 5 of Pentacles, getting out of isolation. Almost, I want to say, get out of hermit mode, really. Get out there, start to socialize, safely that is, but start to talk to people. Start to figure out what you want to look like in 10 years from now. What does your life want to look like? Do you want to have new friends by your side? Do you want to have a house? Do you want to buy a new house? Do you want to have an apartment? Do you want to build a house? What career do you want to move towards? Do you want to become an entrepreneur? What is it going to take for you to stand on your own 2 feet and become an entrepreneur? Get out there and get moving. There's a lot of release going on here on this side of my table. This is all about future energy. And on this side of my table is all about past energy. And in the middle, separating those 2 time periods is clarity and getting out of hermit mode practically. Super, super awesome. I love this spread. I really, really do. Today we talked about how to know and understand and see the signs that God is sending to you or his angels are sending to you about you being on the right path. Your ancestors can also trigger some signs, so please pay attention and really observe what's going on. How are people reacting to you? Are people joyous or positive and giving you positive feedback and reactions with their body and language? That's how you can tell if you're on the right path. If you're on the wrong path, you're gonna feel it, you're gonna see it, it's gonna be clear and evident. This is your channel's message, guys. That song has not come back to me, but I tell you this, it's the last song that plays at the end of the movie that's called Jackie Brown, the film that's by Quentin Tarantino, and it's the last song of that movie. I can't get that in. The lyrics, they're sort of like, you know, hazy. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. I want to get going to Quickie Tarot readings and get started on more new energy. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I hope you have a great day. Please stay in the light. Take care and be safe.